So, I didn't get my football video up yesterday. Always ASMR here, by the way. I didn't get it up on the video yesterday, the Serie A special, and I haven't got time to record it today, so what I thought we could do is a football ramble. Just 20 minutes going over transfer news and odds and sods. I've not done a good football video for a while now, in terms of just a general chat. So what's been going on? Obviously we had the horrible news about Emiliano Sala, or Sala rather, not Salah. That's not bloody his name, is it? Emiliano Sala, who signed for Cardiff from is it Nice or Lille? Oh, I sound like a right kid now. Oh, now the laptop's starting up. Bloody hell. I think it was Nice, weren't it? He was signing from, because they're trying to sign Morelos at the minute from Rangers. So I guess he was going to be like their replacement. But yeah, Emiliano Sala anyway, obviously his aeroplane went down in the sea on his way to Cardiff for his first training session. Really sad news and really shocking. You know, you just don't think there's something like this happening. And in the same season as we had the tragic news of with Leicester's owners and their helicopter crashing outside the King Power Stadium. It's crazy. It's not been a good year at all for football in the Premier League in that respect. During the season where we could see Liverpool win their first Premier League title ever. Crackers. What else is happening? Callum Hudson-Odoi, the Chelsea player, has handed in a transfer request to Chelsea because he wants to join Bayern Munich. Chelsea have turned it down. They're saying no. He needs to stay here. Willian has come out and said he could be one of the best players ever, or in the world rather. I don't see that myself. He's only young though. He does look like a very good player. But Chelsea have said you're not going. So I'll have to wait and see how that one turns out. Man United. Solskjaer said he doesn't expect any departures from Man United. Me neither. There's no reason for anyone to leave until we know who the permanent manager is. Let's say let somebody go. Rojo or Darmian or whoever. Then the next manager comes in if Solskjaer don't get the gig. Remember, they would have wanted one of those two players. So I don't see anyone leaving myself, and I also don't see us making any signings. But why would we let him go? Solskjaer. 8 matches in a row is it now, or 9 matches? I'm losing track. Let's see, it should sound here. Let's see. So United were 11 points off Champions League qualification spots before he took over. But 8 wins in a row later, including 6 in the league, we're now just 3 points behind Chelsea in 4th place. Absolute craziness. I can't believe the job he's done so far. I really can't. Danny Bart, the Wolves captain, has joined Stoke on a 3.5-year deal. He was on loan at Middlesbrough for the first half of the season. I did not know that. I'm in Wolves. I did not know Danny Bart was at Middlesbrough on loan. But he's joined Stoke on an initial fee of 3 million, possibly rising to 4 million. Idris Gay has asked to leave Everton. He's handed in a transfer request. PSG, over the last few years, they've liked to get bargains from the Premier League. They had, what's his name, the lad from Stoke. Oh, bloody hell. He wasn't that good. He was at Stoke last season, and then Stoke went down. He ended up at PSG somehow. I forget his name now. So they had him. Sam Balm, if you're watching, let me know what his name is, because I can't remember. Sam Balm, if anyone's wondering, is a Stoke fan and a watcher of the channel. They also did it with Matt and Ben Arthur. They brought him in just because it was a cheap signing. They've done it with a couple of other players as well. And now they're trying to do it with Decore, but that isn't going to happen. Watford don't want to sell. And now they've made a bid for Idris Gay of Everton. Do we really see him making much of an impact at PSG? He could do. He could go in there and really impress them, but I don't see it. They just need bodies in midfield at PSG. But Everton have apparently turned down his transfer request. What else has been going on? Let's have a look. Perisic could be on his way to Arsenal. Arsenal want him on loan, but Inter want a permanent deal. I can't believe it was in for him last summer, and now Arsenal could be about to get him. That's very, very, very frustrating when things like that happen. So 10 players who could be on the move. We have Maxi Gomez, West Ham willing to break their transfer record and pay 43.2 million for Maxi Gomez, the striker from Celta Vigo. Celta want him to leave in the summer rather than now. West Ham said, we'll sign him now, loan him back to you for half a season, but we want the price reduced, which is understandable. He has 9 goals in 19 La Liga appearances this season. Celta are in 17th place. He's 22 years old. Ivan Perisic, as I say, wants a move to Arsenal. He's handed in a transfer request to Inter. He has 3 goals and 5 assists in 25 appearances in all competitions. If he was that desperate to play in the Premier League, I don't know why he didn't push for it when United were in for him in the summer. I don't know. Carl Hudson-Odoi has been the subject of a 35 million bid from Bayern Munich. However, Chelsea have rejected that offer. Yuri Tielemans, ex-Anderlecht player at Monaco right now, he could be on his way to Leicester for 20 million. Could be a really good deal for Leicester, that would. He's a 21-year-old and made 65 appearances for Monaco since his move in the summer last year. Olivier Giroud admits he's considering his future at Chelsea following the arrival of Gonzalo Higuain. He says, I have never said no to a return to France. Lyon and Marseille are 2 great clubs. My priority is to stay in the Premier League though. But who with Premier League clubs look at and see, did you do much for Chelsea recently? They'll see that he's not done a great deal whilst he's been at Chelsea and think better off signing him. Denis Suarez could also be on his way to Arsenal. The Barcelona midfielder, who was left out of Barca's squad on Wednesday in the Copa del Rey against Sevilla and was an unused sub against Girona on Sunday, is being heavily linked with a move to Arsenal. Idris Gueye to PSG, as I said. Javier Hernandez to Valencia. Valencia are believed to want the striker as Michy Batshuayi is likely to leave the club this month. Charlie Austin has been told he can leave Southampton. No idea where he could end up, somewhere in the Premier League you'd have thought, but he just has so many injury problems over the years that you wouldn't be convinced by signing him really if he went to your club. And Alfredo Morelos to Nice. Gerrard is confident Rangers can see out January without having to fend off offers for Morelos. He said, I think there'll be talk of James Taverner and talk of Alfredo, but the reality is there hasn't been a solid bid for any of our players so far. Will one come? Possibly, I'm not sure. I'll have to answer the question when it does. There hasn't been a respectable bid for any of the players where we stand right now. So, Gerrard's saying, yeah, we could lose a player possibly, but ideally we don't want to lose anyone. And until a bid of a decent amount comes in, then there's nothing to talk about anyway. What else is going on? Man United have Chelsea in the next round of the FA Cup, which is just typical of United's luck, that we get another tough draw. Stoke had to listen to Bojan and Darren Fletcher offers. Fletcher's still at Stoke, if you remember, the ex-Man United midfielder and West Brom midfielder, and Bojan as well. Neil Warnock said how traumatic the disappearance of Emiliano Sala was, which you can understand. It's a shame. Willian has said Hudson-Odoi will stay. Wolves are set for a permanent deal for Johnny Castro from Atletico. They're set to make Johnny's loan move permanent in an 18 million club record equaling deal. They're close to agreeing a deal worth 18 million to sign him from Atletico Madrid. The club is expected to complete the move before Thursday's deadline in a deal which will equal their club record spent on Adama Traore from Middlesbrough in August. The 24-year-old fullback enjoyed an impressive impressive first half of the season at Molineux, playing 21 games across all competitions and scoring 1 goal against Southampton in September. So yeah, he's become a permanent player in the Wolves team, left back, and they reckon he will sign permanently. What a strange one this is. Udinese of the Italian Serie A league, which was meant to cover today, want to sign Liam Kelly from Reading on loan. What an odd piece of news. The 23-year-old academy prospect appears surplus to requirements at the Majeski Stadium and has failed to make new head coach Jose Gomez last 2 matchday squads. Stranger, Udinese will be looking at him. Rather odd. Henri being sacked by Monaco the other day. What a crazy little thing that is, because he went in there and replaced Leonardo Jardim, who did great with Monaco a couple of seasons ago when he had that great squad with Fabinho, Mendy, Falcao. Who else was there? Mbappe. I'm trying to remember. It was a fantastic squad, weren't it? And then everyone came and stripped it. He had Sadibi in there as well. Bakayoko. Oh, is it Bakayoko? The one at Timio Bakayoko of Chelsea. He's still a Chelsea player, believe it or not. He only had a season at Chelsea before being loaned down to AC Milan, was it? I think that's where he's at the minute. But Jardim was sacked because Monaco were doing bad. They brought in Thierry Henry. He was doing bad, so they sacked him and brought back Leonardo Jardim, which is just crackers. So Jardim back at Monaco, Darren Ferguson back at Peterborough for I think it's his 3rd stint there. You get some managers and they just seem to go to the same club over and over again. Maybe Jardim will be a new one. Martin Allen, I think he's been to like Barnet, I think he is, about 10 times now. Absolutely, why would you keep going back to the same manager time after time? I don't understand that.